Hey everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the Madtown Minute. My name is Erica Despain and I'm the owner and editor of All Things Madison. If you've never joined us before for the Madtown Minute, this is my live weekly feature where I like to get on here and share the behind the scenes of stories that I have been working on, as well as just my everyday happenings from around town. I live in Madison just like many of you, so this is where I like to share about all of the behind the scenes, from where I went to a baby shower this week, where I found a really great private room to do that sort of thing. A lot of what I do with All Things Madison never ends up on social media. A couple times in the last month or so, I have shared a behind the scenes day in the life. So if you've kept up with that, you know that the majority of what you saw in the day in the life, I never would have shared. There's just a lot that goes into what actually ends up on the website, on social media, and all those fun things. But the Madtown Minute is a great way for me to get on here and just share kind of what's going on. So I actually have a few of you on here. I'm surprised because normally I don't film this early in the middle of the day on a Thursday, but let's go ahead and jump in because I do have some fun stuff to share. So I just did give you I have the weird hair here. Sorry if I'm messing with that on camera. I just mentioned that I did go to a little baby sprinkle Tuesday night for one of my girlfriends. It's her fourth baby, so we just wanted to do something small. Hey Cameron, gonna be talking about burn here soon, of course. So we wanted to do something small. So people actually ask me all the time, hey, where's a restaurant that has a private small room that I could do a birthday or a shower or whatever? Cork and Crest is a great option. So that's where we did it. I think there was just 6 or 7 of us, and we got together and had dinner, and it was a very private, quiet area where we didn't feel rushed. Cork and Crest is over on County Line Road. There's no fee, to my knowledge. I've reserved it twice for different things, and there was never a fee as long as everyone is intending on eating and they're getting money for the food and drinks. It's great. So if you were looking for a private room to host some kind of gathering, I would say maybe 30 people or less. The groups that I've been with are generally 8 to 12 people. Cork and Crest has a great option for that. So get in touch with them if you have something on your radar. Also this week for that shower, I went in to get a gift at Posh Mommy. You have heard me several times over the last few months talk about Posh Mommy. I had never gone in there before. I did a reel for them back in June when I did that 30 reels in 30 days. And doing that promo was so great because I got to know the ins and outs of so many local businesses. Posh Mommy it's just one of my absolute favorite stores here in town since I went in there in June. So I went in there to get a baby shower gift. And something we do as a family every year is we do that classic cheesy like family PJ thing. And they had a set of family pajamas for men and women and all the things. So I went ahead and got it, thinking, man, this is crazy. Like, it's only September. I can't believe I'm buying Christmas jammies, but one thing that I can check off the list when I know it's inevitable. And so I went up to the counter and the lady said, hey, you're really smart getting Christmas stuff. She said people are in for a really rude awakening when it comes to Christmas. She said like half of Vietnam's production is completely shut down. A lot of our goods here in the U.S., especially if they're inexpensive goods, they are produced overseas. And their employment issues, plus getting them over here, plus getting them offloaded, and then getting them trucked around the U.S., it's just going to be an absolute holiday nightmare. So if you have gift things in your brain that without a shadow of a doubt, you are going to want to buy or have around the Thanksgiving, Christmas time frame, September 30th is not too early this year to grab those. Just a heads up. Anyone that works in retail will tell you the exact same thing. It's going to be an interesting holiday season. Might be a good year to pare down. I don't know. So that's a little heads up about that. But Posh Mommy had the cutest jammies. Not a whole lot, but I'm super pumped that I snagged them. Benefit of shopping in person local instead of online. This is actually my second time going live today because earlier today I went over on site where the Rail Yard Barbecue Fest and Music Fest is going to be. So I showed you that big expansive field that you maybe didn't even know was there, and filmed from there. Showed you, hey, this is where the barbecue part's going to be. Here's where the cornhole's going to be. Here's where the music's going to be. here's why you should get your tickets. One thing I emphasized in there is that if this festival is successful this year, it will come back next year and the next and get bigger and bigger. And people that don't live in Madison will come here, which means they're going to stay at our hotels. They're going to go to our restaurants. They're going to shop at our stores, which only helps our economy. And those are tax dollars we keep. So it might not seem like a big thing. Oh, me purchasing a ticket isn't a make or break. There's not that many tickets to the event. So if you have any interest whatsoever in attending that Rail Yard Barbecue Fest, seeing Rodney Atkins, grab some friends, enter the barbecue competition. I don't think we have these crazy people coming from around the nation to the barbecue competition since it is the first year in Madison, Alabama. So I think you have a shot and maybe winning. The cornhole is going to be super fun. I'm kind of spinning my wheels about who I could grab and do a cornhole tournament entry with, even though I'm not good at cornhole. It sounds super fun, and you don't have to be good at things to still have a good time. Go back and watch that video. You'll get all the details. I think if you have any interest in that festival and you're not there, you might regret it, but you're never gonna regret going. You might regret not going. Just a little heads up. Cameron says, me. Ooh, that could be a fun idea. Super fun. I'm actually a sponsor at the VIP portion, so I will be there. Hope to see some of you guys there as well. I had such a delightful morning yesterday. So I have worked with high school students since I started All Things Madison. I have a heart for working with high school students because I had people pour into me when I was in high school. I went to Bob Jones. I had the chance to interview the governor at the time, Bob Riley. I actually snuck out of class one day to interview Mike Shula. He was the Alabama football coach at the time, and he was up there at Bob Jones doing some recruiting, very under the table. I was an office aide. Someone told me about it, and I was allowed to go find him and interview him, and here I am almost 20 years later telling you about it because those moments really shaped my passion for journalism and for writing and telling stories. And so I like to do that with high school students. I have had interns and teen contributors and writers since the very first month I launched this last year. So my current intern, his name is Quincy. He was actually just crowned Homecoming King at James Clemens. He is phenomenal. So he and I have been working together, so I got to go up to James Clemens yesterday, and I've been in there a couple of times before, but talk about a phenomenally beautiful school. So I always like being in a high school setting, and it was very relaxed and just fun to see the behind the scenes of what's going on there at that school. Have you gotten pumpkins? Alabama Goodwill says, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you as well. I actually just brought a huge haul to our Goodwill donation drop-off area over by the Publix on Old Madison Pike. So, yes, that is always my go-to for dropping stuff off. Have you gotten your pumpkins and your mums and all the things yet? If not, I got mine last weekend at Cotton Patch. It is on the corner of Huntsville, Browns Ferry, and Burr Green. Kind of a small mom and pop shop. They have awesome stuff year round, all kinds of produce, and it's just kind of like a fun little staple. So I got all of my porch stuff there. My mom got her mums there. They have mums from $10 all the way up to like $32, the whole 9 yards. So I know you can get mums and pumpkins all over the place, but that is a Madison place, so go check that out. They had such a good variety of all kinds of colors, and I think my porch looks great. It made my kids happy. It makes me happy too. On Monday, I published an article about Burn Boot Camp. So I have been a member there. Well, I've been going there for now 4.5 weeks. So I wanted to give it a month before I wrote that post. I can't do any good review unless I have solid experience. If you would call a month solid experience, I mean, I would. It's given me a pretty good flavor for what the gym is all about. I absolutely love it. If you talk to me in person or online, I will tell you the exact same thing. I absolutely love it. I go to the 5 a.m. class. I do not lay in bed the night before and dread getting up early. I enjoy going. The workouts are absolutely butt kicking. However, this is just my opinion. Again, raw Madtown Minute style. Why would you go to a gym if you don't want to see some kinds of changes in your body? Or for mental, I mean, you don't go there to stay the same. You go there to improve your mental and physical health. And that's not going to happen if I'm just kind of hanging around, right? Like I can hang around in my own house. Why not go get your butt kicked at the gym? The good thing is that I don't have to motivate myself because you have a trainer in your face who, in a good way, very good way, pushing you in a way that is very personal to you. So for example, they might see that I have a light weight. They're going to hand me one that's 10 pounds heavier, but the girl or guy next to me, they might hand them one 30 pounds heavier because they know that that's their ability level, but I'm not there yet. Or they'll, like yesterday I was doing an exercise where I bet my form was off. It was just a little difficult for me, and they came over and gave me a modification down so that I could still get the most out of what I was doing, but it was more appropriate to my abilities. I love it. One of my good friends just joined this week. She's in grad school, so she was able to get a student discount. And the longer of a commitment you sign, the cheaper it is. So highly recommend looking into it. I hope you can see that this is very genuine and authentic. I'll be there for the next 18 months at least because I absolutely love it. Let's see. Last week I posted an article about essential real estate. So the broker for essential real estate, he was the one that sold. He was the one that helped us sell and buy our home. Let's see, back in June, July. So he owns essential real estate. And the article that I posted last Friday is about how he is looking for agents. So if you read that article, you know what the deal is. Here's what makes Essential different. If you are a real estate agent, turn your ears on. He charges, it's basically a subscription fee. If you are an agent under him, you either pay $300 a month or $3,000 a year, and that's all you pay. So whether you sell one house or 10 houses per month, you still pay the exact same fee. So sorry about that. The way Bo and his wife describe it is basically, sorry, I had a phone call, so it's a little distracting. The way Bo and his wife describe it is basically, they want it to be your business. So they're like, hey, Erica, you hired me to be your real estate agent, but did you even know at the time that I worked for so-and-so? I was like, no, I didn't. I just wanted you as my agent. He's like, exactly. Real estate, it should be your own business, you should sell yourself. And that's what they want to empower agents to do, is sell themselves, to have their own business. And that's what they do, which is fantastic. So if you are an agent and interested in a business model like that, check out Essential Real Estate, give them a call. They have only been doing their thing for about 9 months. They already have 9 agents, and that was as of last week. I'm hopeful after the article I put out that they have a little bit more. They are very close friends of ours, so I can tell you with full confidence they are the real deal. And not only are they very close friends, but he did help us sell our house and walk through an entire 10-month build process. So we have seen the whole scope of what Bo and Amy Miles do as agents. So shout out to Essential Real Estate. If you're an agent, check them out. So fun. Last Friday, we went to Brewster's for just a Friday night treat. We had a couple of our friends' kids overnight. Some of our friends, they're the lead pastors at Rocket City Church, so they were running a marriage conference. So we watched their kids and we took them to Brewster's, and I put up just a fun little casual Instagram, Facebook post about Brewster's and how I can't even remember when it opened. All I remember was that it just seemed so far away. Everybody back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, mostly lived like Eastview, Wall Triana, Hughes Road. Like that was pretty much it. County Line Road, all there really was Heritage Plantation. And it felt like such a pest to go out there to see my friends that lived out there because it was so far away, right? Well, Brewster's was there, and I'm pretty sure Brewster's was there before Publix because I remember when Publix was built, but I don't remember Brewster's. Anyway, the owner of our local Brewster's actually commented on the Facebook post saying, yes, it has been there forever. They decided on that location when the only business on County Line Road, I think it's a Chevron in the corner of Palmer Road and County Line. So it has been there forever. Classic, awesome ice cream shop that has stood the test of time. They close in the winter time, so grab their specials now. We just love Brewster's. So we probably go 2-3 times a summer. It's not a place we're always going to. We love all ice cream, so we're not really loyal to one place, but it is a great option there on County Line Road. Trader Joe's open today. Newsflash, I'm sure all of you know. I actually wanted to go to the opening today at 9, but I was actually at central office. Again, not everything ends up on social media, but I was at central office because I'm on what's called this strategic planning committee with Dr. Nichols. He's a superintendent. So I was there this morning, could not attend the Trader Joe's opening, but I'm dying to go. Hopefully we'll go this weekend. I want to be strategic about when I go, but it's probably always going to be crowded always. So if you're waiting till the crowds die down, they're not going to. We all know that. You're just going to have to go at certain times. I would bet like at 10:30, 11 o'clock hour might be one of your best times to go. So head to Trader Joe's, love it. Let's see, what time is it? 1:09. In about an hour, I'm heading to TRMA because my hair looks a little skunky right now. Nice little stripe. So I'm going to go get my roots touched up and hang out at TRMA. They always serve mimosas, and they, you guys know that I got hair extensions. So they will clean these up and just style it, and I love going there. I see Tish. She is the girl that has been doing my hair, and I love her. Of course, Charla is the owner. She has become a great friend of mine through our businesses, and I just love them so much. What are you doing for fall break? Anyone have anything fun? We are actually going to Disney World. So we're excited. We are actually flying. Usually we don't fly anywhere just to save money, but we are flying because tickets were super cheap. We paid $170 per ticket to go from Huntsville to Orlando, so we could not pass that up. Especially when we have a 2-year-old that acts like a newborn in the car. She is just very needy. So we're like, you know what? Let's just make it a good trip and fly. Love that the Huntsville airport is 5 minutes from my house. Now that we have the tickets booked, I am so excited that we're flying. Just so grateful that we have an airport that is so close to us. Usually we fly out of Nashville because Southwest is so cheap generally, and the free baggage. We're going to take 2 suitcases and try and throw all of our junk in there and just pay for 2 suitcases and be done. The simplicity of just going right to the Huntsville airport, getting on an airplane, going to Orlando, and then when we come home, our flight is at like 5 a.m. and we are home by like 8:07 a.m. Just the simplicity of that is just worth its weight in gold sometimes. So we are so fortunate to have an amazing airline. I mean, the address is Huntsville, but like it's Madison. It's amazing. So no one is closer to that airport than Madison is. So yay. Okay. I'm going to go call my husband back because he called me a couple times. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for joining. We have had a great number of people on here. If you're watching this on replay, hello to you. Thank you for getting this far. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your fall break if you're traveling. And I will see you back here on the Madtown Minute in 2 weeks. Have a good evening, everyone.